friend Jesse Vargas, and I want to invite you to watch J. Calderon boxing.
It's your boy J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. This Saturday, January 28th, it's a very big night of boxing. First on Showtime and then on HBO. We start off with the Showtime card that's going to take place with the return of Mikey Garcia stepping into the ring to try to become a 3-division world champion against undefeated WBC lightweight champion Dejan Zlaticanin. This is a fight that is going to be a very good fight, a very interesting fight, because Zlaticanin is a strong southpaw who is very short and compact, but this guy has some very good explosive punching power. He's a very aggressive fighter, and he's going to have to try to get on the inside to go against the more technical, skilled fighter in Mikey Garcia. Garcia is going to have to use that height and that reach, using his jab, to try to stay on the outside and pick this man apart, because it's going to be a very tough fight. This guy is no pushover. He's a world champion, and in his fight against Ricky Burns, he showed that he was on a different level and that he's something to really be aware of, because Mikey Garcia hasn't fought in quite some time. This is just the second fight in over 2 years that Mikey Garcia is going to have. And Mikey Garcia still has some of that ring rust that he's going to have to look sharp. Now, in his last performance against Rojas, he fought at 140 pounds, the junior welterweight division. He's coming back down to 135 pounds to the lightweight division, where I think he'll be a lot more stronger and a lot more sharper and also quicker in this fight. Because in the other fight, he did have a good performance. He looked pretty good. He got tagged quite a few times by Rojas, but I just think that that weight was a little bit too much for him in that last fight at 140 pounds. There's no big fights out there for him except for Terrence Crawford at 140 pounds, and I don't think that's a fight right now that he's ready for. I think in the lightweight division at 135 pounds, we're going to see a much better Mikey Garcia. This is his more natural weight. I think he's going to be very sharp in this fight. Like I said, he's going to have to try to box and not go toe-to-toe with this man, because this guy is dangerous. He's very strong, and he has a very good left-hand punch with that southpaw stance that he could possibly put down Mikey Garcia. But I see this fight possibly going to the 12th and final round, and I think if Mikey Garcia could box a very good, sharp fight, he could come away with the victory win and become a 3-division world champion, capturing that WBC lightweight title. And if he wins this fight, there's big opportunities out there for him. There's a lot of fighters in the lightweight division. You have Jorge Linares that's out there. That's a very good technical fight between two very skilled fighters. Also part of that Al Haymon stable, undefeated champion in Robert Easter Jr. That's an intriguing matchup as well. And then you have guys like Felix Verdejo, which is coming up to a world title shot opportunity in 2017 for that Puerto Rico-Mexico rivalry, which will be a great matchup down the road. Then you have guys like Vasily Lomachenko, one of the best fighters in the world, who fights at 130 pounds, who can move up in weight to the lightweight division, and that will be a very big matchup, one that the boxing fans would love to see, Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia. And then you also have a future star in Gervonta Davis, who just became a world champion. This guy showed that he was the real deal. You get a couple of more fights under his belt, and later down the road, moving up to the lightweight division. Very intriguing matchup, because we know Floyd Mayweather thinks highly of Mikey Garcia, and to put his fighter up against him will be a great matchup in the future when Gervonta Davis is more ready to fight a guy like Mikey Garcia. But that's my take on that fight right there. I believe that this fight is going to go down to a 12-round decision. I would like to see an impressive victory, hopefully a stoppage victory for Mikey Garcia. But do not sleep on Dejan. Dejan is a very durable, tough, strong fighter that he could surprise a lot of people in this fight. But I expect Mikey Garcia to win this fight. Now, moving along to the main event of the evening, it's going to be the much-anticipated rematch, the immediate rematch between Carl the Jackal Frampton, defending his WBA featherweight title at 126 pounds against former world champion, 3-division world champion, Leo Santa Cruz. Tough Mexican fighter, an excellent Mexican fighter, and I see this fight going exactly the same way as the first fight was. It was a fight of the year candidate for 2016, and I think these guys are not going to give us nothing less than an excellent fight that's going to be an outstanding war for 12 rounds. And I see nothing really special happening with Leo Santa Cruz. I don't think Leo Santa Cruz could adjust that much. He's going to be an aggressive fighter like he always is. He's a very tall fighter. He's not that much of a boxer, more of a pressure type of fighter that likes to work the body, throws like 1,000 punches in that ring, and he's going to try to wear down the Jackal.
You know, fighting Leo Santa Cruz in the States, a 3-weight world champion. That was the real turning point in my career, I think.
What I'm going to do different in the rematch is be smarter. I know he's going to come well prepared. We're going to go out there and give a great fight.
I think that this is going to be like New York on steroids. Leo's going to be in for a tough night here.
Frampton has to fight a smart fight in this fight. He has to use his boxing skills. He is the shorter man, but he has the faster hand speed. He has to use that jab. He has to get in and out and use that quickness with his footwork and also his explosive power. He has very good power, and he showed that he was able to hurt Leo Santa Cruz in that first fight. Can he stop Santa Cruz? I don't think so. I think Santa Cruz has a great chin. He's able to take and absorb that punishment, but he's also a guy that's going to try to hurt the Jackal, and Carl Frampton has to be smart. If he decides to go in there and try to fight Leo Santa Cruz fight and tries to bang with him to go for the knockout, I think it's a very big mistake. And I have a feeling that Carl Frampton wants to prove that the first fight wasn't as close as they thought it was, that he wants to make a statement in this fight, and I think that's the wrong way. I hope that he chooses to adjust in that ring, and I hope that he boxes that he could win a 12-round decision, even in Las Vegas, where the crowd is going to be very big for Leo Santa Cruz, because Mikey Garcia is also on the card, and it's going to be a pro-Mexican crowd on hand in Las Vegas. The right fight is a technical fight for Carl Frampton to use those boxing skills that he does have. He's a better boxer than Leo Santa Cruz. Use that quickness, land those big shots, get out of the way, a lot of foot movement, because if he decides to go toe-to-toe with this man, it's going to be a wrong fight for him, and it's going to turn into a slugfest, which turns in favor of Leo Santa Cruz, and Cruz will come away with the decision victory or possibly even a stoppage. So I'm looking for Frampton to do the smart thing, and that's to win a 12th-round decision victory over Leo Santa Cruz once again, to prove he is one of the best 126 pounders in the world. Now moving along to the HBO card, it's a double header as well on HBO. It's going to be a very fun night of boxing for boxing fans. You have a great Mexican showdown between Francisco Vargas, the WBC junior lightweight champion at 130 pounds, defending his title against Mexican rival Miguel Berchelt. Now this is a fight that's going to be all action. You don't want to miss this fight. Set your DVR, because I know a lot of people want to watch the Showtime card with Mikey Garcia and also Leo Santa Cruz, Carl Frampton. But this fight right here, you do not want to mix, because it's going to be an outstanding fight. Could be Fight of the Year candidate as well. Definitely going to give boxing fans thrills. I'm going to lean towards the champion. This guy gives us always Fight of the Year type candidate performances. An exciting fight between these two Mexican warriors, and you're not going to want to miss this fight. I look for the champion to pull out a 12th-round decision victory. Also on the undercard is former world champion and also a former opponent of Francisco Vargas, which is Japanese Miura. This guy is a hell of a fighter, always comes to fight, brings the fans to their feet every time he steps into the ring, gives you a 100% war, and he's taking on another Mexican fighter by the name of Mickey Roman. This is an excellent matchup. Another one you do not want to miss, because these guys are going to be landing punches all night long. A lot of thrill and excitement in this double header on HBO. HBO has a very good stacked card for the boxing fans. Beautiful night of boxing for boxing fans all over. So tune in this Saturday, January 28th on Showtime and also on HBO for the big fights that are going to take place. And that's my final analysis. I would like to thank everyone that has tuned in. And also, please subscribe to J. Calderon Boxing Talk. Hit that little subscribe button. Put your email information so you get all my updated video notifications. Also, follow me on Twitter at J. Calderon Boxing. Follow me on Instagram and join that Facebook boxing group page, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching and subscribe.